MFA updates.
Welcome to MFA Update, a weekly program that focuses on Thailand's foreign affairs and activities. I am Suphanita Zanmoon, and today we will talk with Mr. Cherdchai Chaivaivid, Director General of the Department of International Economic Affairs, about World Economic Forum. Let's check it out.
The foreign affairs that matter. Special guests from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. This is the MFA Updates.
We are here with Mr. Cherdchai Chaivaivid, Director General of the Department of International Economic Affairs, about World Economic Forum is what we are going to talk about today. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ How are you คุณสุปนิดา
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. Great to be here. Thank you.
Can we start with the background and objectives of the World Economic Forum? Because I really want to know about the background of World Economic Forum that's going to happen.
Of course, the World Economic Forum is a very premier forum. It was founded more than 50 years ago. It serves as a platform to sort of promote dialogue among stakeholders, be they private, public, government, NGOs, to exchange views on how to drive economic cooperation and, of course, economic policy, trade investment policies forward. The fact that the forum was held in a small ski resort in Davos in Switzerland. It sort of represents a good opportunity for leaders of all sectors to have conversations, to exchange views in a candid, in a small setting manner. We talk about economic policies, finance, things about technologies, indeed global megatrends that are vital to how we, world leaders are shaping our economic policy going forward. The World Economic Forum itself is usually attended by 2,000 to 2,500 participants every year. You're talking about heads of government, heads of state, heads of international organizations, CEOs, leading scholars, influential thinkers. So yeah, it's a very good opportunity for Thailand to be part of this conversation. But this year will be a bit more significant for us because our Prime Minister and also our Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Foreign Affairs will be attending this forum. A good opportunity for the first time for both of them to set foot in Europe since the forming of this government a couple months ago. For Prime Minister Sethak himself, I understand that this is the first time in 12 years that a Thai Prime Minister will be having all these important conversations with guests around the world. This is a good platform for us to engage with, and great opportunity for both the Prime Minister and the Minister of Foreign Affairs to engage with world leaders, both from public and private sectors.
Yeah, it sounds like there has been a long history as well about World Economic Forum, and sounds like it's not only about economy, but there are also various topics related as well, right, about the development. So could you please tell us a little bit more about the highlight? What is the highlight of this year's forum?
Yes, indeed. The theme of the World Economic Forum this year will be centered around the word trust and rebuilding. So it's rebuilding trust among economies, among global economies. There will be a couple of key sort of sub-themes that participants will focus on. First of all, we'll have a look at how security and cooperation can function in a world that, of course, is changing, in a world that is very divisive, and in a world that is perhaps shaped by current or affected by current ongoing geopolitical issues. We will focus on how to create growth and indeed to get people employed in this very difficult time. We'll talk about how digital economy will be affecting, good or bad, the economy and society. And indeed, the last point, which is very important, a long-term strategy. How trade investment and policy can help support global concerns, the global concerns over climate, nature, and the energy. So the climate change is also very important under this sub-theme. So a couple of things that we will be focusing on. For Thailand, of course, this will be a good opportunity. And as I said, the first time that our Prime Minister will be there in more than 12 years. A good opportunity for us to perhaps refocus on what Thailand is all about. We are going to have a good dialogue, a good strategy dialogue on Thailand going forward. The Prime Minister will give some kind of a keynote address to, more than 50, 60 executives of global leading companies. He will present, of course, the government's policy priorities to attract foreign trade and investment. There will be also a separate session focusing solely on the land bridge project, which is attracting a lot of interest from the business community. We are going to join a panel consisting of ASEAN leaders, some of our ASEAN leaders who will be at the World Economic Forum. Prime Minister will be one of the panelists to share experience, to give his thoughts on how the world can basically learn from ASEAN, the success of ASEAN over the years. As we always say that ASEAN has been through a lot over so many decades. So some of the things that we have learned along the way could be beneficial to other countries, to a lot of private companies as well. So this is something that we also want to focus on. And lastly, this will be an opportunity for our leadership, also the foreign minister, to meet with some of their counterparts. Prime Minister himself will be meeting perhaps for the first time some of the leaders in Europe. He will be meeting with the Secretary General of the OECD, an organization which we have so much interest in. We will have a lot of one-on-one business meetings with CEOs, presidents of leading companies around the world throughout the 2 days meetings in Davos. So yeah, of course, a couple of things that we will be focused on, and hopefully this will be a chance that we manage to put Thailand back on the world's radar once again.
I have listened to you and feel so excited about as a Thai citizen. I can't wait to follow up the news about this forum because you have mentioned about building trust among global stage, about employment, about innovation, strategy, about nature as well. So are there any other issues that Thailand plan to raise or to push forward in this forum? Any other issues? Anything else?
Well, of course, the things that I have mentioned, you cannot disregard, certain things like the BCG, particularly, the things that we call circular economy, which is very important to the global conversation at this point in time. As Thailand is a leading world producer of food, will be, very big on conversation on sustainable agriculture.
Yeah.
And as we are moving forward, transition into green environment, you cannot not talk about green finance, which is, of course, the Prime Minister himself, also the Finance Minister, will be looking forward to having a few words about on this subject. We would like to take this opportunity, obviously, as I mentioned, to have a conversation or two on the land bridge project. As I mentioned, a lot of interested parties have registered their interest to meet with our Prime Minister. So very exciting time to initiate this conversation with a lot of stakeholders. And of course, when you sit down with leading companies, global companies, leaders around the globe, it is a good time to talk about global economy, geopolitics, sustainability, and of course, as I mentioned a few times, green transition. So all those will be part of the whole Thailand package at the World Economic Forum this year.
It seems like we are going to be in the right conversation with the right stakeholders and partners and other nations as well to implement the right opportunity, which matches the strategy of Thailand also. So can you please emphasize the benefit to Thailand and Thai people? How will attending this forum benefit Thailand and Thai citizens?
Yeah, of course. First and foremost, I think joining the World Economic Forum will help reaffirm, of course, our readiness to engage with all international players and of course the global business community. Our participation will promote our visibility and put us back in the radar screen of the global economy. Obviously, I believe that the World Economic Forum will be a chance for Thailand to reaffirm that we are always open for business. We are always keen to become a hub of the region. You know, the strengths that we have, including the economic stability, resiliency of Thailand, and of course the concept, the existing concept of us being always an open market economy. I think that's very important to stress, to emphasize from time to time. I think that, you know, first and foremost, that's the main message. You know, and beyond that, I think it's part of confidence, sort of confidence building process.
Yeah.
For us to showcase, you know, our key ideas, key policy of this government, you know, key projects to attract foreign investment into Thailand. And indeed, once that happens, and of course the investment is happening in Thailand, the flow of trade and investment will indeed, of course, stimulate growth in our country, to create jobs, increases our purchasing power, increases our cash flow, and most importantly, and I hope that bringing all this investment will benefit our long-term human resource development, which is very critical for our country. So that I think that the sort of the pinnacle of why we are doing this, why we are sending our Prime Minister, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, and of course the Minister of Public Transport will be joining as well.
Oh.
It's a very important forum. I'm excited to see our leadership back on the screen after such a long time. 12 years is a long time.
Yeah, so it has advantages in both directly and indirectly as well. And this is the informative interview and insights about World Economic Forum. And I have to thank you so much, Mr. Cherdchai Chaivaivid, Director General of the Department of International Economic Affairs. Thank you so much. ขอบคุณค่ะ
You are very welcome. Thank you very much for having me. Thank you so much, คุณสุภนิดา
was Mr. Cherdchai Chaivaivid, Director General of the Department of International Economic Affairs, discussing World Economic Forum. And that's it for the program MFA Update for this week. If you want to listen to the previous episodes, please check out the YouTube channel MFA Update and also our Facebook page, FM 88 Radio Thailand English. Thank you for listening and I will see you next time. I am Suphanida Chanmoon. สวัสดีค่ะ
MFA updates.